Hello, and welcome to a new episode with your host, Vinney Chopra. I'm so excited to have you here as we dive deep into the world of real estate investing, syndications, abundance mindset, and building generational wealth. We are excited to be in the top 1.5% of the real estate podcasts. Got number 11 actually out of top 50 real estate syndication podcasts. Thanks to you. Each episode, we bring powerful insights, expert guests, and actionable strategies to help you take your investing game to the next level. Whether you are a seasoned investor or just getting started, if you love what you hear, please take a moment to subscribe, leave a 5-star review, and follow me on social media so that we can never miss an episode. Your support helps us continue sharing valuable content with more people like you. Now let's jump into today's episode. Thank you.
Welcome back, Alchemists. This is Abundance Thursdays with myself, Gualter, Amarelo, and the great Vinney Chopra, my mentor, the legend, and AI master. Vinney, what is going on in the world of AI, and what is it you're investing in, if you're invested at all?
Oh my gosh, it's mind-blowing what's happening with AI, with VR, virtual reality, and augmented AR, augmented reality, and with QuickBooks, the startups and biotechs and cloud defense and all these companies that I've invested in. It's mind-blowing what's fixing to happen in these platforms. I know we've talked about with AI, you can even make $1 billion company with one person, just one person, but you will have AI agents working for you 24/7 and not any paychecks to give them, very little, and no benefits, no nothing. So this whole world is going to transform. The latest one, which I've been very fascinated about, 4 years back, some people reached out to me in Las Vegas. 4 people flew in and they said, Vinney, we want to make you Mini Vinney. I said, okay, great. On my books and this and that, you'll put it into this persona. What will I make? You know what they told me? 15%. I said, what?
15?
You'll make millions of 15%. If you make $1 million, I said to them, 850,000 will be your money. Only 150 will be mine. I said, take a hike.
Yeah, it's your persona. You can do that by yourself.
I know, exactly. So this beautiful new company, which got formed last year, and I met with the CEO twice already, and very good-hearted people, and it's called MyClone.is. I would like everybody to write it down. MyClone, your clone, .is means is. MyClone is. And it's going to transform the world, because what it is that your persona, you can be a syndicator, feed everything, you control what you feed into, so that the answers, the reason is, and then as a syndicator, as a hotelier, as a startup angel person, right? So you are able to control your strengths and weaknesses instead of throwing out in the open when ChatGPT hallucinates and mixes it all together. This platform will reply concretely, right way, that you are not speaking wrongly. That's the other part.
So
and
this
many
is
people,
myclone.is. I'm on the site right
yes,
now.
sir.
I'm looking.
Yes.
myclone.is. Now, are you invested in this yet, or planning on getting into it?
Yes, I am planning on getting into it. Seed round, brother, seed round, which is the best round. But the key thing is, if I may say, that a lot of time people waste so much time in meeting in the Zoom meetings or phone calls from clients and prospects or whatever. They ask the same questions.
Vinney,
And
yes, I
we
spend a
ask
lot
them
of
the same.
time in, yes, that's a lot of time. Wow.
Lots of time, lots of time. So what the best thing is to present in my voice. It's going to be totally my voice. They'll be talking to, asking questions, and I'm going to reply to them, not one person at a time, but thousands of people can ask me questions, and thousands of mini Vinnies are going to answer in real time. And texting, they could text also. and they will get all the answers. If they want to meet me, now they could go to the Calendly or Calendar or Go High Level and meet with me because they know everything they needed to know in 2, 3 meetings already. Now it's the fourth meeting in person with me. So this is going to blow everybody away because everybody spends so much money and time. And when we do on Zoom, so many appointments get changed. People are traveling and things like that. Just to meet one meeting, you have to change those times many times. But in this way, MyClone.is will let you get the crust of the crust, and you'll be able to really make your time productive.
Vinny, while you were speaking, you sold me on another option inside Appfolio that I've been dancing around. Do I want this? Do I not want it? I have the core plan with Appfolio, and they have a plus and a pro option, and the pro option comes with Lisa, the leasing agent. And as you were speaking, I was like,
Yes,
yep, Lisa is worth it. Let's
you
go
need
click the
it.
button.
You need it, brother. You
Lisa's
need it.
AI, she responds, she moves people forward. Yeah, wow, you just sold me, Vinny. That's
Everybody should get AI agent, and that's
Yep.
what this is. Actually, it's cloning myself in different personas. I will be, and my team will be able to feed everything into it. It takes videos and it scans all your LinkedIn and everything. It understands you as a person. Oh my gosh. And then without coding, you could take that MyClone, put it in websites, in emails, everywhere without coding. It's so beautifully done. I just can't tell you. More and more I'm doing it. And now Delphi is the other competitor, which is a close to $1 billion company. And this is a startup. And guess what? Ours is much cheaper than Delphi, 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 and which is also voice recognition, voice box. There are 5, 6 companies, but we're going to take this MyClone.is to #1. It's going to happen. It's going to happen because we are targeting, we are going to monetize everything so that the staff, the people who are very influential, they'll be able to, instead of charging $700 an hour, many people frown upon, right? So they will be able to give something for nothing or for little money. And once people say that they got so much out of it, they'll be able to get to the next level and next level. So it will be productivity at its peak. Hi friends, this is Vinney Chopra from here in Danville, California. And you might be saying, hey Vinny, what are these over here? You know, I wrote this book a few years back. Apartment syndication made easy. It became top seller. I came from India with $7 in my pocket. It says 500 million. It's going to be 1 billion very soon, very soon. I'm right at about 850, 900 million. And then I'm ready for the next billion. Actually, you will see that happening, 2 billion in this book also. The other book I wrote, which has been a very big positivity, has been my life. Always, I've been married 43 years with 2 children, and the beauty is to be positive, the mindset that can take you to all the places in the world. And that's the book that also became big seller. My third book, Senior Assisted Living, is coming. So do yourself a favor, go ahead and click the link below to get free copies, audio copies of these books, even printed copies of these books. Printed means digital, if you can't afford it. But I would highly recommend for you to get these, or go to Amazon.com. Just go to Amazon. I got it in soft cover, in hardcover, in Kindle, in audio, also the Spanish version of this book also. So let's crush it, guys. I know you can be successful. I know you can do the kind of things that you want to do in life and have the streams of income and know how to really, educate yourself so that you could become a strong force in this world in real estate. I know you can. So take that step. Don't just be on the sideline. Take charge of your life. Take charge of your education.
I love it because the principle we're talking about today is all about solving problems, basically, for a profit. The principle is alleviate enough frustration, or I'm sorry, let me say this again. It is alleviate a frustration people will pay to eliminate. So the long version of this is alleviate frustration experienced by a large enough group of people who are willing to pay enough to make it worth your effort. The reason we're having this conversation about AI is because they're just doing it. They're doing it. They're solving the problem. But you and I, before this call, we're talking about the challenges that face real estate. You were on a podcast just now with 4 operators who've done over $1 billion in transactions.
Yes.
And a lot of what you had hit on was, look, real estate is at a point where it's really hard and it's about to get easier. Anybody who can survive. This is what me paraphrasing what you were saying is, if you can handle it now, it's even better coming. What are some of the things that, what are some of these frustrations in the marketplace? The sweet spot.
We are in a very big spot. I've been out of multifamily for last 5-6 years, but this might be the best time. If anybody's looking at multifamily, the prices have adjusted, the rates will be coming down with Jerome Powell going out, and inflation is going to go up. When inflation goes up, the rents go up. If you buy right with cash flowing right now, you're going to make millionaires, will be millionaire maker, we call it. Dave Lindahl, my guru. He's retiring this year, by the way, Dave Lindahl. But the key thing is he taught me so well that Vinney, hey, go for raising good money and good cash flowing deals. And then you are able to move faster and faster. It's more extra zeros on the right side rather than on the left side.
So some of the frustrations that I'm seeing in the marketplace right now is there have been bad operators. So now people have the opportunity to get into it, but they don't really know if it makes sense or what makes sense or who they can trust. What are some of the frustrations that you're hearing with other operators or even with other LPs or lenders?
Totally. Well, cash flow has
Because
just dried up.
solve the problems, if we solve problems, people have the most money. There's a good chance we'll have more money. If we understand the market, then we can prevent mistakes from happening. So what are some of the challenges, frustrations you're seeing in the marketplace right now?
Right now, still there are lots of operators and where they are doing cash calls. They're adjusting loans, they're getting new lock-ins and all that. The rents have not gone higher. Regression of rents in certain metro areas is hurting apartments and things like that. Of course, the other people are buying mobile home parks and laundry mats and all. They're cash flowing. Also in the hospitality after COVID, lots of foreclosures happened. And now the hospitality, the RevPAR and ADRs have gone back up. So there is a sweet spot in those also where they are cash flowing.
You didn't really get out of multifamily. You were selling multifamily the last 5 years. Last 3 to 5 years, you've been selling profit.
People were paying more. Syndicators, 1,000% increase in syndicators. They were overbidding. They were learning the material, and then they were just overbidding, which I would never buy. They were buying. Then I said, hey, this is time to sell.
This is important for everybody to hear. Vinney Chopra has not been out of multifamily. He has been selling multifamily, making a lot of money, freeing up capital, and he's been getting into, and I've seen him for the last 3-4 years, really getting into hotels. Like really, because that's when those foreclosures were happening. That's when people were getting out. So all of the hotel deals Vinney doing, these are because everybody else was afraid they were getting out. All the selling, getting out of multifamily is because everybody was overpaying. There was too much of this. You were solving a different type of problem in the marketplace, right? You saw the frustration of the seller, the frustration of the asset holder. In the case of selling your multifamilies for top dollars, you were seeing these new syndicators coming in and say, we can't find a deal. We can't find a deal. Nobody will sell us anything. And you said, Vinney Chopra will sell you some real estate. Come over here.
I mean, it's just mind-blowing, mind-blowing. I never thought some properties we bought in 2021 will go up in value by 5 million. That's almost like 45% in a year, And we sold it. We said, let's get rid of it. Another deal went up by $30 million. I can never thought that people will be able to come and all that. The key thing is you got to be always looking for the cash flow. That's what I was teaching this morning. Don't take cap rate to the bank. You cannot buy food with the cap rate. You can only buy food and put shelter with cash flow. Cash flow is king. 20 years back with me, and cash flow is king right now. You got to really look through what are the deals conservatively so that investors' money will flow. The other part is my investors are getting older and older, so they are retiring. They want cash flow, bigger cash flow checks. They don't want too much in the equity gain. They say, Vinny, I may not even live that long or whatever, right? Not quite. But the thing is, they want cash flow 10, 12, 15% or whatever. The other part is the taxation. Lots of rich people, they don't want to pay taxes legally. And that's why hospitality is also, it's a daily business, and there are different tax codes and all that with cost segregation, depreciation that we could hedge, even though the hotel makes a lot of profit, but the paper loss makes it negative. And then K1s are given out, which can be passive income losses or active income losses. If you're at the property level, you're involved in the hotel, looking through reports and doing different facets of it. So that way.
I
So
like this.
there
One of the
are
notes you gave me as I'm listening,
Mhm.
one of the notes you gave me, I'm looking at as you're speaking, is solve one clear pain, not 10 small
One.
ones.
That's
So,
it.
so you focus on some big stuff, right? A lot of people will focus on, oh, I could do everything and I'm going to start a business and start this business. And they have 10 little pains they're working on. You just
Yeah.
described some really big ones, really big pains. A person's age, that becomes more and more prevalent as they get older. They're looking for cash flow, not
Yes.
equity. A person's net worth, they're looking now for the tax strategies, tax advantages.
Big time.
Where else
Big
can you
time.
solve that? They're very hard to solve problems, except you just made it sound very easy. These are big frustrations in the marketplace. The inventory, not
Two.
finding deals,
Two.
like how
Two
are you
big
finding your
ones.
hotel deals?
Okay, that's very good. You got to have relationships,
Nobody asks Vinny.
relationships,
Nobody asks Vinny, how do you
relationships.
find your deals?
Thank you so much. But the thing is, I find if we have good operators in hospitality who started at the age of 13 or 17 or 21 and they're 50 years of age right now, or 50, 40, there are so many great operators and the investors who you can partner with. And they know the spectrum, the brokers who have really done well in hospitality, and they know the whole spectrum. Hospitality is such an industry, the Patels and others. What happens is everybody knows other people. So a lot of these hospitality deals never come on the market. They just are bought and sold off market, or they get into foreclosures, then the banks own them. So we are looking at both sides, the bank owned ones, which we can take a haircut, bank can take, and we can buy it and then rebrand it. Or we could go off market, the one I just closed on one in right there in the Dallas area. And now I'm going to close the second one in Tampa next month already. Oh my gosh, we just got the contract signed. It was red line up and down. And now, Monday, today's Thursday, we just got the contract signed and we are closing next month, end of the month. Due diligence, everything is intact. Amazing returns, 22% IRR. Mind blowing. And that is by only giving 70% cash flow, 30 GPs, and 50-50. At 50-50 exit, still it's cash flowing like crazy. So there are amazing deals. But the thing what you just talked about is so right. Population is getting older. 10,000 baby boomers turning 65, 4,000 turning 80 years of age. And then the population, the workforce is getting more into agentic and to robotics and layoffs and all those happening. Hospitality is going through the peak. As people age, they want to make memories with their grandchildren and their children. So all the pointing in the right direction. If you could solve the problems of taxation, where people can save on taxes, they can get cash flows, and they can have an emerging demand for this product. Those are the three problems I'm solving right now. Just three,
Amazing.
not 10,
Big,
not
big
20.
three. It's just three, but they're big three. I love this. So, Vinny, so for people right now who are saying, okay, I want to solve one, what do you think is most available for people to solve right now? Let's say they're sitting on, let's say their net worth's around $1 million, $1 to $3 million, and they've got $500,000 liquid. What would you say is the biggest frustration in the marketplace that would solve that problem? Let's say they're in their 50s and 60s, and they're sitting on $500,000 strong net worth. That makes it like 20% of their net worth. What frustration do you think it's time for them to go solve, if they even have to be involved in the market right now?
If I may say that, anybody who's got liquid money, you are going to be investing into apartments or mobile homes or marinas or whatever, laundromats, to make a cash flow. That is the ultimate goal. Because why do we own a franchise? Why do we own a business? So that we could put sweat equity into it and then get rewards in the cash flow. So finding the right deal, it's so important. And seller financing is still alive. One of my students, Dave, and oh my gosh, Uncle.
I know Dave. Dave in the winery,
Yeah, and the event center and everything, and they just did the ribbon cutting ceremony. They're so proud of them. They're looking into 2 other wineries now. So just see what you want, you're good at, and you got to jump into it, underwrite it, invest it, operate. It's a team sport. Don't try to do it alone, but have some partner that you can really work with and so forth, and raise money, because what it is that it's that 500 liquid will go away very fast. You have to be always working with your family, friends, people, if they would like to invest in a good deal. And that's how you leverage. Or if you want to be hands-free, find great operators who are able to find some good deals, and you invest with them so that you could get quarterly returns and the upside. So if you can double your money, 500 to $1 million in 4 years or 5 years, that's pretty good in LP situation. Then you could put that money, but then work on your other things that you are really great at. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Abundance Thursdays with myself, Gualter Amarelo, and the great Vinney Chopra. Vinney, I got a meeting I got to jump to, so thank you so much for your time. Ladies and gents, we do this 9 a.m. Pacific Standard, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard. We threw it off a little bit today because Vinney was on a podcast. Yeah. If you want to learn more about Vinney Chopra, go to VinneyChopra.com. If you want to learn more about Alchemist Station, go to iBuildMillionaires.com. Cheers to your success. We have a choice. Always work with the best.
We'll see you next week. See you next week. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. Dear friends, this is Vinney Chopra. I am so glad you're listening to the episode. Thanks so much. Really appreciate that. Please share it with others who can really benefit also. Can I ask you a favor? Just a small favor. Less than a minute, if you could give 5-star reviews on iTunes or Stitcher, that'll go a long way. We are one of the top podcasts in real estate now in the nation, but it will really help a lot if you gave 5-star reviews, and we'll bring a lot more great content for you. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, and see you in the next episode. God bless you. Bye-bye. Wow, what an incredible conversation today. I hope you got tons of value from this episode. If you did, don't forget to subscribe, leave a 5-star review, and follow me on social media to stay updated on all the things real estate, investing, abundance mindset, and wealth creation. If you're an accredited investor looking for exclusive investment opportunities, be sure to join our elite Monil Investors Club at vinnychopra.com/invest, where we share details of our future projects. Quick disclaimer, we are not selling any securities, and this podcast is strictly for educational and information purposes only. The opinions shared by our guests are their own and should not be considered financial or investment advice. Always do your own due diligence and consult with a financial professional before making any investment decisions. Thank you again for tuning in. Until next time, keep smiling, keep investing, and keep making a massive impact. God bless you.
Hey there! The upcoming episode is scheduled for Thursday. We appreciate your viewership of the Abundance Mindset Show. Tune in every Thursday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time or 12 p.m. Eastern on various social media platforms hosted by Vinney Chopra and Gualter Amarelo. Don't forget to subscribe, share your comments, and leave a 5-star review. Thank you for your support.